What's up, everybody? How's it going? Zoro here once again with another live reaction to One Piece, man. This is chapter 1104. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a wonderful Friday, man. Looks like we are live on both Twitch and on YouTube. I love to see that. I love to see that. No technical difficulties. That makes my day. How's 2024 treating y'all so far? Almost a month in. It goes well, Oga. It goes well. Um, Kind of fucked up my back the other day, overexerting myself. So I'm a little sore. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little sore. It's tough. It's tough, but I'm hanging in there, man. I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. It's a little tough. It's a little tough. And speaking of tough, having to wait. What was it? 2 weeks for a fucking One Piece chapter, man. Goddamn, 2 weeks is never fun. It's never good. It's never fun, and I don't appreciate Oda doing that to us. But we are back. It is fine. We are back. If there's a break this week, I'm gonna throw something. Something's gonna get thrown. Something will shatter against the wall, and the neighbors will probably be pissed. But I don't care because we better not get another damn break. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been waiting too damn long to see what's gonna happen, bro. uh, oh yeah, man, the egghead opening is awesome, dude. They spoiled the shit out of everything, but it's so good. It's super good, man. Like holy crap, it's beautiful. Um, no break. Fuck yeah. All right, I like to hear that. I like to hear that. It's beautiful. Like the animation style is crazy. I love what they're doing with it. The song is okay. The song isn't super great, but it's not bad. It's a solid song. It's one of those that kind of grows on you a little bit. You hear it a couple times, but that's oddly enough a lot of like One Piece openings where the music grows on you. It's not necessarily the best right off the bat, but yeah, that opening is gorgeous, man. If the song was better, it would be like a potential win, like all time greatest One Piece opening. That's how beautiful the animation is. The song is just okay. It's just okay. Yo, what's up, Chris? What's going on, bro? Don Soleone. Yeah, if YouTube hates me, bro, it is what it is. 2024. So far, nothing crazy has happened. That's all I'm hoping for, man. Just don't fuck things up, bro. Just keep it steady. Take it a day at a time. That's what I do, man. I'm not to my discredit, I suppose. I'm not as much of a forward thinker as maybe I should be, but um, yeah, the animation of this arc is gonna be amazing. Who do I have going to the Super Bowl? I don't really have any team that I want to win necessarily. If I had to guess a team that's going to go to the Super Bowl, I'd say San Fran is going to win the Super Bowl. And then in the AFC, man, I really don't like any of the teams in the AFC. I think the Bills are super inconsistent. The Chiefs have been a shell of them former selves. They can like have games where they score 3 points, and I wouldn't be surprised. So it's like those are the two that are like at the top, and they're both super like untrustworthy. But the refs love the Chiefs, and they bail them out all the time. So I'll say the Chiefs and the 49ers. Yeah, like I said, the song I really disliked it at first, and now I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. Like that was me. I was like, I went from like a 3 out of 10 song to okay, it's like a 6 out of 10 song. It's pretty solid, but it's not going higher than a six for me. It's just not. The beginning's great, the ending's great, the middle's just kind of like your typical One Piece opening. And I'm like, man, if they only had like a really good song attached to it, then it could have been 10 out of 10. I don't know, like opening 25 and opening 26 are both like right next to each other. I love them both. I really do. For different reasons. But I think the song's a lot better in 25, although the beginning is like I wish the beginning of 25 would have the animation that the end part of 25 has throughout the whole thing. It just has a circle for like 20 seconds, and that's just a waste. But yeah, both are like 9 out of 10 openings, so I'm not going to complain too much. All right, guys. So if you're just joining us, we are going to get started real soon with this live reaction. So as always, I appreciate you guys pulling up. Be sure to like the video, show your support. As Don Solioni pointed out, our algorithm love isn't quite there, you know, so having the likes helps out with that. You know, share the video, let people know the stream is going down. And we're going to get started in just a bit. We're live on both YouTube and on Twitch. So yeah. I love it, Mike. I think that, you know, with Studio doing One Piece, what the what's there to complain about? It's so Thank you.
It's been 3,000 years. Meme.
Yes, it's been 3,000 years. It feels like it's been 3,000 years. Thank you putting over Nami for the you know, the love and support. Don with the bits. Thank you for the bits, Don. Packers. I just don't think they're ready yet, you know. I think they're still a young team, man. You know, they got the young QB. You know, I don't think he's quite ready yet, personally. But maybe they will. Maybe they will. Who knows? Who knows? Excuse me. So yeah, going back to what I was saying about Wit Studio, like I can't, like, come on, Wit, dude. It's Wit, man. It's like how it's gonna be completely a new perspective on the anime. It's gonna, I'm assuming it's gonna be like a Dragon Ball Kai type thing where they condense things a bit. Although I don't imagine they'll condense them super heavily. But you know, seeing, like, I love the live action. Because it brought a new perspective. It brought a new kind of like way to view something I already love. And to do that again with new animation, if they just copy and paste it in terms of like the story and how they handle it, I mean, obviously if they have to cover the main bits and, you know, don't add anything, no filler. But, you know, with a different kind of perspective, I think it could, a new animation, like up-to-date animation, up-to-date pacing, I think that, you know, getting people, it's for not really for people like us who already are caught up, but it's for new people who want to get into it. People who watch the live action are like, hey, I want to check out this thing. Where can I see it? You know, the source material. And you'd be like, here's this brand new anime that came out. It's beautiful animation. Go check it out. And then that would do it. Thank you for the bits, Don. Appreciate you. We'll see, Don. We'll see. Where do I rank the new opening? It's probably in the top 10 of openings, maybe top 5. But I wouldn't put it past like some of the, well, maybe depends. I still think opening 14 is the best opening. Opening 11, opening 6, opening 20, and opening 25 are probably my favorites. I'm trying to think of any others that I'm forgetting. No, those are like the main, like, heavy hitters for me. Yeah. So it might probably top 5, top 10 at worst. It's probably in like the 6 to 8 range, if I had to guess. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hold on.
Jordan status.
Jordan status? Jordan Love? You're really on them. You're really on them Packers, aren't you? We'll see. We'll see if he's got what it takes. We'll see. Did they win like 9 games this year? 10 games, bro? I don't know, man. I just don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong. But yeah, we're gonna get started right now. So, if you guys want to follow along and read along, you know where to read the chapter. I'm not gonna say where, but you know where to read the chapter. Now is the time to pull it along so we can read together and experience, peek it together as a community. As a community. So yes, like I said, like the video, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys. Oh, Dave, what's up, Dave? Yeah, man. I got the Pink Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I'm old. I'm old. So. Thank you for the gift sub, Don, man. Don, you're showing too much love. I appreciate you, man. I just want to say before I start this live reaction, because you commented on the Pink Floyd shirt, is the best concert I ever been to. And I've been to probably about 20 concerts in my life. So a good amount. Nothing crazy. I don't go to festivals every year and all the crazy stuff. But I go to a good amount of concerts over the course of my life so far. And the one concert I went to that was head and shoulders above any of the other ones was Pink Floyd's The Wall. This was, I don't remember when this was, 2017, 16? I don't know. Point is, it was incredible, guys. I don't think it was Roger Waters. It wasn't Pink Floyd. It was Roger Waters. But basically, it's Pink Floyd. All the Pink Floyd songs, insane. Like throughout the entire concert, they literally are building a physical wall on stage and then projecting like animated, like psychedelic images on the wall. And I wasn't even high or nothing, and I was fucking like, what is going on? This is insane, dude. Absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. One of a kind of experience. But anyway, off topic. Let's get back to the chapter. Let's start this up. One Piece chapter 1104 live reaction. All right, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Cover request by Toshika Zoo. Sanji serves dessert to a mouse couple that just got engaged. Ah, how adorable. I don't know what where this kind of like Sanji mouse love came from. You know, all of a sudden, protector of women and mice. You know, ever since freaking Onigashima. But hey, that is cute and adorable. I just want some. I mean, because I'm a bit of a snake. I just want someone to, you know, compose Shanks's head on like one of these rats. Can someone do that for me? Can someone compose Shanks's head on one of these rats? Just do that for me. I mean, just. I'm kidding. Let's move on. Monsters is being animated. Oh yeah, that it is. Oda, you are correct. It is a one-shot I wrote back when I was young. I can't believe this is actually happening. Life is good. Ichiro Oda. It's crazy. As someone who read Monsters like 10 years ago, seeing it animated is going to be crazy. I love Monsters. It's probably my favorite of his one-shots. Although there are a lot of good ones. Like for anyone who hasn't seen like Oda's collection of one-shots, there's Monsters, but there's like 4 others that are really good if I remember. I don't remember all of them. One was like a Western. One was like some really fun thing about like death and God and stuff that was really funny. There was a lot of good ones, man. A lot of good ones. Shanks and Makino. Yes! Yes! Somebody please do that. Put Shanks' head over the fucking rat. Makino's on the other. Oh, please. I mean, I could do it. I'm good with Photoshop, but I'm lazy. Someone else do that for me, please. I need it in my life. Anyway, here we go. A punch full of feelings. Bring it on, motherfucker! Let's go. You're that buccaneer brat. You can either live as a slave or die. Nothing else can be tolerated for someone of your ilk. Mommy has passed away. She's in a better place now. I'm just so happy. Kumichi, sorry, but I'm at death's door. Vegapunk, what is the meaning of this? How can Kuma still be alive? I made use of our contingency plan. A few days after the Revolutionary Army took him, I triggered his self-destruct mechanism. What? Yo, self-destruct these hands in your face! Self-destruct that, motherfucker! Let's go! Oh, he landed that clean. Look at that art! People say Oda's art has gone downhill. Look at that. Look at that panel. Look at Kuma. Look at Kuma. Look at him. Look at that fucking contact right in there. Oh, the fucking swelling of the forehead. That is a satisfying ass punch right there. Bang! He's leaking too. Cook that bitch, dude. Cook him. Oh, that's beautiful right there. Saint Saturn. Oh, send his ass flying into some buildings. Oh, bros. Look at him. Look at him. Did his horn snap? Did part of his horn snap is like the left side of his head? Like I see a part of the horn snapped. Holy shit, dude. Let's fucking go. The town, what's going on? Did Kuma do that? He just punched one of the 5 elders. He attacked one of the world's greatest overseers. Pant. Go help Saturn at once. He's under the rubble. For someone of his status to be struck by a slave. This is unprecedented. I mean, you know, the Strides set the table for Kuma to fucking flip that table right over, baby. You love to see it. Luffy punching the fucking Celestial Dragon and Kuma punching the lights out of this man's soul. I guess Bonnie was the first to hit him, but that's crazy. Hey, we can move again, Bonnie-chan. Are you hurt? This is our chance. Get Bonnie to the upper levels. Escaping the island is our only objective. What is the meaning of this? That's a good question. The truth is, I didn't install a traditional self-destruct mechanism. See, people were doubting my boy. People were doubting my boy. People were seriously doubting this man, Vegapunk, and saying that he's a piece of shit garbage. Like, how could you do this to Kuma? He's your friend, bro. Because he asked him to. For the sake of his daughter, bro. He didn't want to do this. People are actually giving him shit for this. Can you believe that? Actually giving this man shit for everything that he did. When he's the reason Bonnie's still alive right now. Fucking frauds. Can't believe it. I couldn't bear the idea. Oh. I couldn't bear the idea of making you into a bomb, knowing how those bastards would take full advantage of that. But I still kept my word. I just used a different kind of failsafe. Oh, that's so fucking adorable. Oh my god. And he activated it. I programmed it. I programmed it to shut your body down completely. Between that and the loss of your individuality, you should be nothing but a vegetable now, incapable of receiving orders. Even accounting for Bonnie's presence here, you shouldn't have been able to reach us. How are you still moving? This almost seems beyond science. Can't be what I'm thinking, can it? The Buccaneers were said to have a special characteristic beyond their strong bodies, after all. Or beyond their strong bodies. After all, your people once... You fucking bitch, Oda. God, this fucking Oda, man. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You gonna cock block me like this? You gonna cock block me again, Oda? How many times in one arc are you gonna blue ball a guy, bro? Seriously. Beyond there's... Okay, after all, your people once... ... Of course. Oh, it's not Oda if he's not dropping some mystery in the middle of, you know, so satisfying kind of like incredible moment in the story. He's got to drop a mystery in there to have us being write theory videos about and discuss. But like he was supposed to be like full on vegetable, but just like his spirit, his soul, something in there. I thought like maybe Vegapunk did something along the lines of like he had that switch installed and he put the switch on, so Kuma had like the ability to move. But There's something even beyond Vegapunk's understanding of willpower and soul. It's over, isn't it? My man Kizaru, just join the team, bro. Just join the team. You know you want to join the team. You know you want to join the team, man. But Kizaru's like, Owarida. I think that's gonna be a meme. I'm gonna save that picture. I'm sure that'll apply to a number of things in the future. Thank you very much, Kizaru. I'll be using that right away. How does a vegetable use haki? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know how he's doing it. Where's Straw Hat? He disappeared right before we could apprehend him. Where's Straw Hat? He disappeared right before we could apprehend him. There's no way we can call in such a failure. He disappeared right before we could apprehend him? Where'd he go? Disappeared? Who can make Luffy disappear? He disappeared, right? Did he just run away? I mean, maybe I'm taking disappear too literally, but when they say disappear, I'm imagining like poosh, vanished. But maybe he just like got away before they could apprehend him. Maybe it's one of those things. It could be the translation, but I don't know. Thank you, Daddy, for everything. I saw your memories. Mommy seemed like an amazing woman. And I saw how you actually wrote me lots and lots of letters that made me so happy. I don't care if everyone else calls you a tyrant, because I know there's no one kinder than my dad. And the hug. To me, you're the coolest person in the whole wide world. Oh, God. Nope. Nope. Not today. Not today, Oda. Not today. To me, you're the coolest person in the whole wide world. I'll never, ever forget that. Kuma's the GOAT, man. I mean, he may be the best written character in One Piece, and by may I mean he is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. There's no one in One Piece who has a better story than Kuma. It's a shame because I feel like he's gonna die. Especially because she says, I'll never forget that. It's just like, it's death flags upon death flags upon death flags. I know it's Oda, so there's always hope. But, if the story of Kuma ended today, it's a story that is unbeatable in One Piece. It's phenomenal. And it's so touching, it's so tragic, it's so heartwarming, it's so heartbreaking at the same time. It has all the right emotions or all the right buttons it pressed. It is fucking amazing. Top tier writing from Oda. Saint Saturn. Stomp. Vegapunk. I am still waiting for an explanation. It's like, what the fuck, man? I just got my ass kicked. What happened? You see my nose? I'm bleeding. What the fuck was that about? He's like, what's up? Oh, he's leaking. Look at him. I suppose it'd be fair to say that I'm ultimately responsible. But if you're a romantic, you can just easily chalk it up to the power of love. I see. As usual, as usual, to err is human. What? I see. As usual, to err is human. How short-sighted. You gentlemen have outlived your usefulness. Farewell. What the fuck is he doing? Is he regenerating? He lost his arm? Oh shit, he did lose his arm! I didn't even see that shit, dude. Oh my god, dude. He lost his fucking arm. He's got to talk to my little hand. I'm gonna get you, Kuma. I'm gonna get you with my little hand. It's hard. But this is a problem. He's fucking regenerated. You can see like the little like demonic smoke lines around his arm. This man's a straight up demon. He's using demon powers to regenerate. He has a whole ass problem. Oh yeah, Sandy just said it. So yeah, okay. What the? His body's regenerating. Daddy, get out of the way. You've got to move. I think like really quickly before I move on, like his regenerating powers. I wouldn't be surprised if all of the gorosei, every single one of them, had the immortality procedure put upon them. It would make sense because that's the thing that that Doflamingo wanted, obviously, Law to do to him, is give him that procedure. Because he wanted, like, because he knows about the not only the Celestial Dragons, obviously, but the gorosei. He knows about the gorosei. Like, he has some secrets about these gorosei, like he's been hinting at for a while now. And it would make sense that he would want to have the same procedure as them because he realizes how powerful they are because of their immortality. So this might be a side effect of the immortality. You can't die. You can just regenerate, that kind of thing. I would imagine all the gorosei have immortality. So that's just my theory right now. Daddy, get out of the way. You've got to move. I'm not going to let you upset Bonnie-chan anymore, you dirty old spider. Okay, Sanji. The little deflect action. I see you. I see you, Sanji. Yeah, we owe Kuma a debt too. Radical. My goodness, you certainly have grown a lot. Beamer. Oh, okay. Oh. Did that go clean through him? It did. Oh, wow. He hit him with the special beam cannon right through the fucking chest. I mean, he can regenerate, so it probably doesn't matter. But okay, Frankie, I see you. That's actually, that's crazy. Like, the thing about Frankie is... the thing about Frankie is, he's been putting in some work, so I don't want to rag on him at all. But, like, bro's got, like, one move. He's got to mix it up, bro. I'm going to be honest. I want to give Frankie another move besides Radical Beam. Give him another move. Any other move. Just. I know he's got the strong right he did a couple chapters ago, but like he just spams Radical Beam all the time. Give him something else. Don't make him into fucking Ichigo Getsuga Tensho, bro. Give him something he could use, some variety in his abilities, please. That's all we're asking for. Just stop spamming the same move over and over again, okay? It gets hard to get hype when he uses the same move over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like let's mix it up. Let's mix it up, Oda. Radical Beam. Oh, and here comes Kizaru. Let's put your growth to the test. Frankie! Straight up kick that motherfucker in the face. I still believe in Kizaru, guys. Stay it with me. We believe in Kizaru. We believe. We believe in Kizaru. Believe me. Believe in the me that believes in him. Alright? Kizaru will set us free. Kizaru will come to his senses. Kizaru will see the light. We believe in him. Say it with me, chat. We believe in him. He will deliver us from this island. He will stay loyal to his people. To the people that he spent time with, that he drank with, that he danced with. He will stay loyal. I believe in Kizaru. Let everyone know, from the hills to the mountaintops, Kizaru is an ally. Kizaru is our ally. I have faith. I have faith. I have faith in Kizaru. Yeah, he just regenerated that shit. He ain't even worried about it. Like, yeah. Like, it's cool to have like, Frankie have his moment here and, like, shoot him in the stomach, but he's immortal. Like, he's literally immortal. Like, he definitely has, like, now it's obvious. He has the immortality, like, surgery upon him. And considering he's like the science like expert guy of the gorosei, it makes even more sense that that surgery is something that that he would have. Maybe not all the gorosei have it, but he has it clearly. Um, Your chat's like, nah, we don't believe. Well, all you naysayers will be proven wrong when the day of deliverance comes upon us and we see that Kizaru has delivered us from salvation. Delivered us from evil. Granted us salvation. That's what I meant to say. You will see. He will turn on the gorosei. He will admit his wrongdoings. Vegapunk, Dad can't move. Atlas, can you carry him to our meeting point in the Labostratum? God damn, Atlas is huge. Leave it to me. Now that Kuma's joined us, wouldn't you agree there are too many players on the board? I think it's about time we wrap this up. You're a sad man. You're a sad, sad man, Kizaru. Have you no heart? I should have brought a darker pair of shades. I'm going to embarrass myself at this rate. What have I been telling you? What am I saying, bro? He don't want to do this. Bro, come on, dude. Come on. You cannot tell me with a straight face. I should have brought a darker pair of shades. That's a fucking bar, number one. That is a line upon line. That is a line. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? He's like, look at it. He's like, I'm gonna embarrass myself. I should have brought a darker pair of shades. This man is gonna turn, man. He's gonna turn. You see, he's gonna be inspired by Nika. It's gonna be what it is, bro. It's gonna be what it is. Kizaru represents I guess it's more of a Japanese thing, but like, well, it's also American for sure. Definitely American. Not overworked necessarily, but the loyal worker, right? He follows orders. He does what he needs to do. He clocks out. He goes home. He does his job, right? Cog in the machine, as he pointed out, like Oga said, right? He doesn't stir or rock the boat. He just does what he has to do. But I still believe that he realizes things for what they are, and he knows things are bad. But he works for a corporation. he works for McDonald's, and he realizes McDonald's is up to some shady shit. They're funding some shady organizations. They're doing some shady shit. But like, he's just a worker, man. He's worked his way up to district manager, and he's making his money. He's not gonna rock the boat. He's not gonna rock the boat. But then, like, he realizes, like, oh shit, the McNuggets are made out of like people. This analogy is going off the rails, but fuck it. Like, that probably changes some things. You know what I'm saying? That probably changes some things. I think Luffy is gonna be the one to be like, there can be another way. Rise above, brother. We shall overcome the industry. And it's gonna inspire him. I really believe it. I really believe it. It is what it is. Call me crazy. I really do. I should have brought a darker pair of shades. I'm going to embarrass myself at this rate. The Buster Call Protocol has been authorized by the authority of the world government. This island has been declared a threat to the entire world. All ships, take aim. Reduce everything to ashes in the name of justice. A traitor who studied the... Wait. Buster Call? My brain didn't even process Buster Call. I read it, but my brain just kind of like, Buster Call. Wait, Buster Call? In 2024. In the year of our GOTA 2024, we're doing Buster Calls out here. Like a Vice Admiral's gonna show up. We're gonna have Momonga show up. We're going to do a Buster Call. Is that what we're doing? Like a fucking Vice Admiral, like I guess that'd be someone for Sanji to fight or something. Like a Vice Admiral? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? A vice admiral. Buster Call? Really? A trader who has studied the taboo secrets of the world, a survivor of a bloodline that should be extinct, and a pirate who awakened the power of that ancient god. This island has been completely infested. The forces of justice loom. I mean, I guess the Buster Call is a problem because Vegapunk has his memory stored on Punk Hazard, or not Punk Hazard, on Egghead rather, right? So what would happen if the I really do wonder because I'm too stupid to remember exactly how the satellite system works. But if Punk Records is destroyed, wouldn't that just completely make Vegapunk a vegetable? Ironically enough, because he's getting his knowledge from the Wi-Fi from the internet. Because he's got no brain in his head right now. So that's the only thing where I'm like, oh shit, like not Vegapunk. Don't be mean, Zoro fanboy. Sanji can't 1v1 a Vice Admiral. Yes, he can. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Look, I'm not. Look. I think I'm not the person to talk to in terms of overrating Sanji like so many people do. Right? I'm not the staunchest Sanji defender in terms of like oh yeah, he's on Zoro's level. I'm not. I don't go that far, but I'm not gonna disrespect the guy by saying he can take on a Vice Admiral. I mean, it depends on the Vice Admiral. Granted, there's like variations in power. There's like Doberman and Momonga and Onigomo and those guys who are the top tier Vice Admirals. And then there's fucking some of the Vice Admiral that fucking Bartolomeo bodied off screen. During Dressrosa, it's like there's variations to Vice Admiral. I think Smoker's also top tier, by the way. Like if Sanji fights like Smoker, that's a good fight. That's a really good fight because I'm a Smoker stan, so I'm biased, but I think Smoker's the real deal Holyfield man. He's just give him some time, bro. Just give him some time. Give him some time. But I still think Sanji would probably come on top of like even Smoker. Although that Smoker's too important to the story to be beaten by someone like Sanji. But strength wise, he's got more feats and he's done more. So Sanji's over Smoker, over Onigumo, over all those guys, right? I wouldn't disrespect him by saying he's not. The Vice Admirals really haven't done shit. They haven't. So I mean, how can I like the best feat that someone did as a Vice Admiral is fucking Momonga not getting turned to stone by Boa Hancock. That's the best feat. The best feat. Meanwhile, Zoro and Lucci are still fighting. It's been like 5 minutes. Like timeline wise, it hasn't been that long since they started fighting. Like I understand, like in real life terms, it's been months and months and months and chapters and chapters and chapters since that fight started. But like in world, that fight started maybe like 20 minutes ago, man. Like let them fucking fight. Like you think Zoro's gonna off screen rob fucking Lucci in 20 minutes? Like Zoro's gonna win. We all know Zoro's gonna win, but it's not gonna take him 10 seconds to beat Lucci. Lucci's not a scrub. You know what I'm saying? Like Lucci's an awakened zone. 6 powers user, strongest member of CP0 most likely. So like come on. let's not disrespect Lucci by saying, oh, he didn't beat Lucci. Lucci's not a scrub, dude. Like, Luffy had to go Gear 5 to deal with Lucci. You know what I mean? Luffy's going Gear 5 to deal with Lucci. Like, you think Zoro's going to beat him in 2 seconds? That's disrespectful to Luffy. Do a beer bong? Bro, I don't got the equipment for that. I don't got the facilities for that, Don. Thank you for the donation, man. I'm drinking water, man. One thing you have to understand about me, I enjoy drinking when it's like a social situation, when it's, a group of friends hanging out, casual drinking. But I don't drink to get drunk anymore. And you may be like, oh, you're lame, you're old. No, it's not even about that. When I was young, story time. When I was young, I'm talking 12, 13 years old. Well, I'll go back before that. I grew up in New York, in Brooklyn. And, there's a lot of corner stores you can go to. And we would pay people to go and get us drinks and stuff. And I lived in a very Italian and Irish neighborhood. Most of my friends were Irish, and I don't know if it's because they were Irish or because we were just some kids, but they like to drink a lot. It just so happened my Irish friends like to drink a lot. Don't ask me why. Probably a coincidence. But, and we started drinking very young. I started drinking when I was 12. 12 years old. Like legitimate, like 6 packs, drinking 6 packs. Just whatever. Fucking 6 or 12, years old. Right? And it wasn't until I moved to Florida where I kind of like curbed that a little bit when I was 16. But even then I was still drinking till I was like 18, 19 years old. Like I was heavy. Those 8 years, I was heavy into drinking. I'd like to fucking push the limits. I never blacked out, which I'm very proud of, but I've gotten pretty close. I have a pretty high tolerance for alcohol, believe it or not. It's not a good thing. It ends up costing you more money, but point is, I went on that 7-year bender, and then once I turned like 19, 20, I'm like, I don't enjoy this anymore. I get it, I've done it, it's fun, whatever, but it just doesn't do anything for me anymore. And most drinks don't taste good enough to drink casually on your own, so I only drink during social situations because I started too young. Is my point. I started too young. I don't gain. It's not really fun to me to drink. It's unless you're in a social situation, I'm telling you, like Irish friends. I'm not saying the stereotype is true. I'm just saying in my instance it was. Which, say what you want. Say what you want. The stereotype in this case was the truth. I just don't enjoy it anymore. And I don't like the taste of beer. So I don't like drink on my own. It is what it is. So thank you for the donation. This is all to say that I don't really drink that much anymore unless I'm like in a situation like a birthday or a celebration of some kind. It is what it is. But thank you for the 20, man. I really appreciate it, Don. Yeah, Swedish, man. I didn't know that the Swedes were down like that. This is not like a good thing. Like I'm telling you, like it wasn't a good thing I started this young. In fact, I really regret it because it really made me hate alcohol. Thank you, Don Solo. Thank you for the subscription too, bro. You're just really generous today, man. I really really appreciate it, dude. I don't have a bong either. I do enjoy, like I say this. I did stop drinking a lot, but I do occasionally do like smoking when the time calls for it. When the time calls for it, I do enjoy smoking from time to time. But I will never buy. I'll never buy it on my own. If that makes any sense. If I'm a moocher. I'm a moocher. I'll say it. I'll fucking say it. Judge me if you want. I'm a moocher. Someone brings it to a party. There's a circle going. I'll join the circle. You know what I'm saying? There's a bowl being passed around. I might partake. But I'm not going to go out of my way to buy it. I'm trying to save that money. I be mooching. It's because I know too many people who spend so much money, and it's not necessarily an addiction, but like it becomes routine, like a routine for them to smoke, and it gets more and more and more and more expensive of a hobby, and I'm like, I don't want to get involved in that hobby. I'll enjoy a casual day here or there, but I'm not trying. I be mooching. Bro. So I'll mess around maybe twice a month at most. Maybe once a month. Maybe not even at all a month. Depends. I don't doubt that you would, Don. I don't doubt that you would. Moocher124, man. It is what it is. I'm trying to save money, man. This is in this economy. You want me to be buying that? You want me to be buying? I prefer bowls, but joints if bowls are not available. But like I said, I don't really like go out of my way to mess around with any mind altering substances. It's just not my. Like I said, I've been there, done that. I've had my wild stage of my life, but it is what it is, man. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. I don't know. But let's go back to One Piece. Hash is like, speaking of Hash, Hash is like the giant old robot is gonna be the one that will save all from the Buster Call. I hope so, man. I really do. That robot's got to play some sort of role. So I'm curious about the Luffy thing because that was kind of glossed over. What do you think happened to Luffy? Did he just dip out of there before they could react? I mean, he was just out in the open. How could he just disappear? That just seems weird to me. Unless someone did something to him. Do you think like Shiryu is there? Because you know the Blackbeard pirates are there, right? Some members of the Blackbeard pirates are there. I know like the timeline probably doesn't match up. Excuse me, doesn't really match up with like what happened over at Blackbeard's Island. I'm forgetting the name of it. What's it called? It's called oh my god, the fucking Beehive Island. I forget the name of it is. But yeah, like what happened with him and Garp and all that. Did that happen far enough in time that he could have made it here after the fact? I don't know how the timeline's exactly. Full lead, thank you, or Hachinosu. Apologies, I couldn't think of the name for some reason. People say it's Caribou, and maybe he could suck up Luffy, put him in the slime dimension, in the mud dimension. Yeah, that could be a possibility. I could see it. Saw an idea that the real Kizaru took him aside, and this one is a light clone. Don't believe it, but it's a neat idea. I'm telling you, bro. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now. I hate to break it to you. I really do. For the people who are down in Kizaru. From my paisano, my fellow Italiano, King Prosciutto. Understand this. Don't doubt him. It's not going to end well for you. Join the train while it's here. While the train is still at the station, join it now. Or be proven wrong and openly mocked. I'm just telling you. Guys, I'm giving you an opportunity to understand, like, you think that Oda will be putting all of these little flashbacks with Kizaru, all these moments with Santomaru, this man dancing to the Nika song, this man, like, eating with all of them. Do you think that he would do this and everything that he's been showing, the show that he's been holding back this whole time? Do you think he's doing this for no reason at all? Do you really believe Oda has no plan for this? Or is it just to show that he's conflicted, but he'll still go through with it? You know what I mean? Like, this is the same thing. Like, these are the same arguments that people used against Aokiji when we saw him during the horror flashback. This is a long time ago. And people were like, before we, saw that, he's a good Chad before, like, what was it, Film Z? And questioned his ethics and morality, right? Like, you have to understand, we're going down a certain path, and it's clear what the path is. You just gotta take off your blinders. Kizaru's gonna be redeemed here. It's happening. It's happening, guys. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you the truth here. So, join the station. Get on right now. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. And we're off. I'm not gonna go as far as to say Kizaru for Straw Hat. But I'm just telling you, Kizaru might turn coat here. To what degree, to what effect, I don't know. It could be something as simple as him allowing the Straw Hats to escape and not using his full 100% capabilities to stop them, which is kind of what he's already doing. But my point is, he could still like pretend like, oh, I'm helping, but he's not really giving it his all kind of thing. And lets the Straw Hats escape. And there's like a singular moment where he's like, oh, I'm going to get you, Straw Hat. Oh, I tripped over a rock. Oh, you're so lucky. One of those moments. I don't know if it'll be a full-on betrayal. But at the very least, he is not going to go through with the orders to kill Vegapunk. I just don't see it happening. I'm gonna tell you right now, Oga. If Kizaru was giving 100%, there would be multiple dead Straw Hats right now. Frankie would be dead, because right now he just kicked Frankie into the floor. That's all Kizaru did. If Kizaru wanted to fucking kill him, he would have been like, Yatagaro. I don't know the name of that fucking move, but fucking light beams. He would have fucking. It would have been like a gangster movie. He would have been shot up. Like, Frankie would be dead right now. Frankie would probably be dead. I still think he held back against Luffy. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I think he's clearly he was holding back against Luffy. I'm just my point is, they may not need his help, but they do and have needed for him to hold back in order for them to even have a chance right now. I'm just saying, outside of Luffy, Jinbei technically, although Sanji Zoro like, there's no one that could really even hold off someone like Kizaru. Like, they're not on that level. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, outside of probably just Luffy. Like, even like Zoro might be able to stall him for a couple seconds or maybe a minute or two. But this is a fucking admiral we're talking about. Maybe 5 minutes. I don't know. Sanji maybe half that. Jinbei maybe half of half. So I'm just saying, like, if Kizaru wanted to go all out from the start, bro, there'd be multiple dead bodies already on the floor of the good guys. It just is what it is. Remember when fucking Kizaru blasted over and had fucking Usopp held by the neck and he was just standing there? Bro could have killed Usopp. Usopp would have been dead. So let's not underestimate like how important it is that Kizaru's not been going at 100% here, because he's been sandbagging this whole thing. He has. This whole time. I mean, how much evidence do we need? It's like saying that fucking Aokiji wasn't holding back against Garp. Obviously he was. It was outright stated. Like you can tell. That's all I'm saying. Bro, how is Luffy gonna kill Kizaru, bro? He tried to throw him into the water, and Kizaru was like casual about it. He's like, whatever. Ooh, I'm about to fall in the water. Get out of there. Luffy did what he did. Luffy wasn't holding back, bro. What are you talking about? Come on, Oga. Come on, man. You need more backstory to believe he would change. All I'm saying is, you heard it here first. Probably other people have said this as well, because it's pretty obvious it's going to happen. But you heard it here. If I'm correct, I want your apologies to be as loud as your disagreements. That's all I'm saying. All I want in the chat for everyone here, and I see y'all, who's doubting Kizaru right now. All I want is, if it turns out Kizaru is in fact going to help the Straw Hats escape, all I want is, Zoro, you were right. That's all I want. I don't want any more than that. Just, Zoro, you are right. I don't even want you to say, Zoro, I was wrong. I just want you to say, Zoro, you know what? You are right. And if the opposite happens, and Kizaru says, despite all of these obvious indications and signs that I am going to hold back or not do my job here, I'm still going to go out and kill you all. If that ends up happening with Kizaru, then I will do the opposite. I will say, I was wrong. I was wrong. Y'all were right. How about that? Can we agree to that? I'm that confident. I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty confident. All right, bet. Good. It is sealed then. It is decided. Didn't Kizaru say in this chapter he wanted to see their growth, so he's testing them? Bro, everything that Kizaru has been saying this chapter was fucking on, like, come on, bro. This man literally says, I should have brought a darker pair of shades. I'm going to embarrass myself at this rate, bro. Like, you can tell he's literally, like, emotionally and, like, mentally nerfed by all of this. He is. Can you imagine a bloodlusted Kizaru, bro? Can you imagine a Kizaru who's actually, like, fucking going for the kill? Jesus Christ, bro. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Um, it could be that, Hash. I'm not going to deny that. But my thing is, the reason why he's saying that is because emotionally, like, he's torn up about this. He's struggling emotionally to do what his job entails him to do because of the feelings that he has for Vegapunk, for Sentomaru, his time that he spent at Egghead, for Kuma, right? He was here this entire time. He knows how evil the world government is, right? He's struggling to do what he needs to do. Now, in stories like this, when a character is struggling to do the right thing, especially in stories that are hopeful and positive, like One Piece generally is, the characters ultimately find the strength and willpower to do the right thing. Right? There are stories where the character will struggle morally or ethically with a problem and then ultimately decide to take the evil route. See Berserk for that matter. See Berserk for that matter. But that's a different kind of story we're talking about. This is One Piece we're talking about. For Kizaru to have all of these trepidations, all of these doubts, all of these fears, all of these emotional chains that are weighing him down, and for him to still go through with the job doesn't do anything for his character, other than to make him a somewhat sympathetic guard dog, which could be the route that Oda goes, but I think that he has something more for Kizaru than just that. That's just my perspective. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But get a couple more questions in, guys. I'm going to be wrapping up the stream pretty soon. We're about to hit the 1 hour mark. I want to thank you all for stopping by, though, first and foremost, man. I really appreciate everyone stopping by, supporting the streams, showing your love to the channel. It really means a lot to me and gives me a lot of motivation to keep going deep into 2024, into 2025, into 2026. Who knows how long this train is going, man. I'm trying to bring it all the way down to the end of the station, right to the end of One Piece. But we'll see how it goes. And thank you guys for supporting it. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, like the video, show your support that way, all that good stuff, man. Thanks a lot. Nobody wants to do the devil's work. Kizaru seems willing to do it, but he's unclear justice, right? So his whole thing is about his entire like justice title hints to him being kind of wishy-washy, hints to him being unsure, unclear about like what he wants and what he wants to do. That's why I feel like his personality is what he is. He's very kind of like lackadaisical, kind of like jokey, kind of like not serious, because he, in most instances, he'll do what he needs to do. He does his job, but he's not like enjoying it. He's not like hot-blooded about his motivation. He's not like Akainu, who is like emphatic, like, yes, we're gonna stop these pirates. Like, oh, I guess I'll stop the pirates if that's what I'm told, right? And up until this point, we've never seen Kizaru have an emotional connection to go against the orders he's been given. So it's really going to be interesting to see how that conflict of interest is going to ultimately play out. I want to believe in him. I want to believe in my fellow paisano, Italiano Supremo, and say that he's going to come through, break through, and realize the error of his ways. But time will tell. Time will tell. Gonna be here in 2050 watching the Wit anime. Let's go. You want to watch me till I'm gray? Do I have any grays today? No, but like I'm getting. I saw a couple grays the other day. I'm getting there. You'll go full. You'll watch me till full salt and pepper Zoro is a thing, man. I wouldn't expect you to, but thank you if you do. Thanks, guys. I do want to spend some time at least talking about how beautiful the scene was with Bonnie and Kuma. It almost got me. It almost got me, dude. I kind of went, but it didn't quite make me bawl like some of the other chapters. But it's such a beautiful payoff, and so it's so wonderful to see Bonnie have her moment with her dad, and Kuma hugging her, even though his like eyes have no emotion or love in them. You can tell like the motivation is there. Like, oh, him hugging her is so beautiful, and her saying the words that almost broke me was, "To me, you're the coolest person in the whole wide world. I'll never ever forget that." That's so touching. And yeah, he is the coolest. He is the coolest. Bonnie is representing the fandom when she's saying that. I don't care what nobody says. See, that's the I'm telling you, this is the kind of character, the sub genre of character that always hits a chord with me. It's the thankless hero. It's the struggling, like, life has been complete shit, but you still are heroic and you still do what you do without any recognition or love or adoration at all. You know, I love that kind of archetype in a character. Um and a character that doesn't even want those things, doesn't even want adoration, doesn't even want, just does what he does for the love of just doing the right thing, man, or just doing what he believes to be the right thing. Um, that's a good character, man. It's when you're done, when you do that right, you get me. And beautiful stuff. Kuma's fantastic. I think he's the best written character in One Piece. And probably in terms of my favorites, he's top 5, maybe top 3. I don't know. I have to figure this out. Oh, we got a Japanese commenter. Okay, let's see what you got to say, man. Let's Google Translate this. Zoro will eventually skin Rob Bellucci like that cat, and Kizaru may just be doing his part since he just kicked Frankie. Luffy prepares to ambush Saturn with Gear 5. I pretty much agree with all of what you're saying. I don't know if Luffy's like ambushing Saturn. Something's going on with him. Zoro's gonna beat Rob Bellucci. It's only a matter of time. You are 100% correct. Kizaru, yeah, like he's kind of playing both sides right now. 0 out of 10 chapter review. I didn't cry, man. You know, despite what the last chapters have told you, it's actually difficult to make me cry. It is. I've only cried maybe 5 times ever on my channel, maybe 6 times, like for a chapter or whatever. Like, legitimately, like, and it just so happens 3 of those times have been recently. So I might be like I was setting myself up for an expectation I couldn't deliver constantly because Oda's just been on such a fucking tangent, on such a goddamn roll, that he's been getting me really, really consistently with these cries. But I don't cry very often, man. It takes a lot. And Oda almost got me this chapter. It was close, but not quite today. It was really good, though. But going back to what I was saying about the Kizaru thing, he's playing both sides, which is really, like, I think he's being smart about it. Like, he's doing what he's told, but he's holding back just enough to avoid suspicion, but at the same time, doing enough holding back so that the Straw Hats have a chance to get out of there, for Vegapunk to get out of there. I don't think he cares about the Straw Hats. I think he cares about Vegapunk. Obviously, Kizaru doesn't care about the Straw Hats. It's about Vegapunk. It's about Sentomaru. And you know what? Like, I know this has nothing to do with the manga, but the anime opening, there's like one little scene with Kizaru shooting a light beam into the sky, and little Sentomaru is kind of looking up like, oh, and it's like it hits the sky, and an explosion happens, and it's like, oh, that hit me in my heart, man. That hit me in my heart. Like, you know what I'm talking about in the opening. There's like one little scene. It's like a very awesome part of the song, actually, where Sentomaru is watching Kizaru shoot a light beam into the sky, and it's like, oh, come on, bro. We know where this is going. Come on, man. You know where this is going. It's beautiful. Very beautiful stuff. And, oh yeah, let's not overlook the fucking blue balling of Vegapunk being like, let's go over what he said exactly. Thank you for reminding me of that, because that son of a bitch, I would think we would just forget about that. Nah. Where was it? No. Where was it? It can't be what I'm thinking, can it? The Buccaneers were said to have a special characteristic beyond their strong bodies. After all, your people once... ... Your people once what, dude? What the? What are you guys' theories on that? What are your theories? Really quickly, Hash, to answer your question, I do remember the gorosei saying they needed more of the mother flame to be able to use um, that weapon again. I really do believe the weapon is Uranus, one of the ancient weapons. My guess is Uranus has been under the government's control for a very long period of time, but originally it was an ancient kingdom weapon and not a world government weapon. The ancient weapons were used against the world government, right? So, and it's very clear that the ancient kingdom had a power source that was special for its time that the world government didn't have access to. So, even though the world government had access to Uranus as an ancient weapon, they weren't capable of actually utilizing it without power to be able to actually cause the explosion. And the mother flame was the power source they've been waiting for. And after using it from Lelouchia, they needed more. I believe they said something along those lines. I don't remember what chapter it was, but they said they needed more of the mother flame to power the device. It could be Nika had something to do with that because Nika obviously powered the robot. Maybe Nika could have powered entire islands or something along those lines. One of those things, or it could be one of those things where certain rhythms can create energy, literally. I know that sounds ridiculous, but maybe it's one of those things where certain songs create energy that could power devices. Excuse me. I don't think it's a coincidence that Luffy powered the ancient soldier. I'm saying it's ridiculous by real world standards, but it's still my theory because I believe One Piece is obviously a little crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if the ancient kingdom powered their weapons through rhythm, through song, and had certain songs that, that was able to create the rhythms that created energy. And obviously Nika's power creates that drum beat, that song, or the rhythm rather. So it's possible. The ancient and the world government didn't have access or didn't know about it, so they weren't able to use Uranus up until this point. So that's why instead of using the weapon again, they can't use the weapon again. That's why they're using the Buster Call instead. Fan man, yes. Why you gotta bring up my old channel, man? Why you gotta be like that, bro? Why you gotta bring up old shit, man? Oh, that channel was so cringe. Oh, so cringe. Oh my god, I'm dying from cringe. I'm very happy we have no break. I don't know what's gonna happen next chapter. Maybe we see what Luffy's up to. Maybe we see what Zoro's up to. But yeah, MVP of this chapter, it's got to go to Kuma, man. Got to go to Kuma. He landed a big old punch, send that motherfucker flying into some buildings. Hugged Bonnie. Through sheer power of will, and nothing more, just pure willpower and godly, life energy. Kuma's the MVP, man. Shout out my boy Kuma. Kuma's the MVP of the series so far. I mean, you're not wrong. He might be. He literally might be. It's actually crazy, but you're not wrong. I do think that we might have to, reconsider how strong these Gorosei members are. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for thinking I'm cool, dude. Thank you. Because everyone assumed that these Gorosei members were top tier, and maybe they are. I mean, the regeneration hacks is pretty strong, but offensively, Saturn has leaving a lot to be desired. Personally, I mean, no offense to Frankie, but Frankie using a light beam on you, that's some basically Frankie's radical beam is a wannabe weak version of Kizaru's beam. It really is, because that's what the pacifists' beams are. They're weakened versions of Kizaru's light light fruit. So the Pika Pika, I believe it's called the Pika Pika no Mi. So like the fact that he got fucking blasted through by one of like the radical beam. I know the radical beam's not weak. Don't hate on me, but it's not like he's imbuing it with hockey or anything. And he hasn't shown any crazy hockey abilities or feats. So it's like I have to wait before I really put Saturn on any strong like top 30 lists. I don't think he'd be up there quite yet. Yeah, the regeneration is probably due to the surgery, the immortality surgery. So he's got a lot of hacks, but not a lot of strength from what I can see. Unless there's more to him than what we've seen, I'm not super impressed. I'm going to be honest. Like, it's one thing to have Sanji deflect your kick. That's like, okay, whatever. Like, you weren't expecting him to do that, right? He kind of came out of nowhere and deflected it. That's one thing. But to, like, not be able to get out of the way of Frankie's radical beam when he literally says radical and there's like a charging period and then beam and you still like are like, what's over there? That's kind of pathetic. I mean, if you're Frankie level, that's kind of bad. Although, like I said, he wasn't hurt by it. He regenerated immediately. Maybe he's just not like worried about his safety because he can regenerate. I'm gonna give him some chance to actually, to show what he can do. Because really, Sanji and Frankie and Kuma really didn't do anything to him this chapter at all. But we'll see. We'll see. He still does have that, like, stay or frozen ability, which is pretty strong. But we'll see how it goes. Could Luffy turn sea into rubber like Aokiji? I mean, if he can augment lightning, I can see no reason why he wouldn't be able to augment the water. Luffy's ability is literally limitless. Which makes it strange that he wasn't able to beat Kizaru, but I think people put Luffy too high too quickly. I think he's still got to build himself up to that level. Speaking of which, I am going to be joining King of Lightning. He's going to have a top 50 One Piece characters like strength list stream on the 27th. So I'm going to be joining King of Lightning's channel for that. So if you want to pull up and watch that stream and see what my top 50 is going to be, I still have to work the list out specifically. But that's going to be insane. Top freaking 50 is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be a whole day. All that entire Saturday is going to be dedicated pretty much to that stream. So if you're interested in that and you want to see like your list compared to our lists and everyone that's going to be in the stream, there's going to be a lot of us. Definitely, you're going to want to see that, man. You're going to want to check that one out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Literally, like, most people fucking do these damn, like, awesome streams when I'm working on Saturdays. And King Lightning decided to do it on Saturday. But I'm like, hey, I'm not working on the 27th. I don't care what happens. I'm not working on the 27th. I'm doing this damn stream. So here I am. Defend Zoro in the top 50. If fucking King of Lightning puts Sanji above Zoro in his top 50, I'm a fly to New York and drop kick him right in his chest. Like, in 2024... there are people who still believe that Sanji is equal to Zoro. Can you believe this? Do you understand this? No, this is current, I believe. Current strongest. Not all time, because then like Roger and Whitebeard rather, and fucking like, all these old timers would be in the list, but we're not doing that. But can you believe it? In the year of our GOTA 2024, there are people that still think Sanji is equal to Zoro. Like, they think, like, beating, like, a bum like Queen is equivalent to someone unlocking, like, fucking, the strongest power in the entire One Piece world that we know of to this point, in terms of hockey, at least. Conqueror's coding. Like, yes, that's equivalent to kicking the shit out of this bum Queen who can only do German moves. Like, really? Are we really going to do this? Are we really doing this right now? Like, if Sanji had a better opponent, I could see it. Maybe. You can make an argument. Maybe. Maybe you can say something. His opponent was garbage. Queen is trash. He might be the worst of all the second commanders in a list where fucking Smoothie exists. In a list where Smoothie exists, he might be the weakest of the second commanders. And that's saying something, bro. This man is a bum. Personally, I'm pissed that Queen exists. For Sanji's story, it was phenomenal. But from an actual like fighting standpoint, it was a pathetic fight. Legitimately pathetic. I hate Queen so much. I hate that character so much. I really do. I really do. And I'm not even gonna talk about the rooftop. Like, bro, rooftop should have settled the argument. And then on top of that, the fucking Conqueror's coding, bro. That was the fucking KO, 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 KO. Over for that argument. And people still are clinging to that shit like it's real. I just can't believe it. I can't believe that, man. I really can't. It's not close, bro. It's not close. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not close. Like Sanji to Zoro is as close as Zoro to Luffy. I don't think Luffy is close to Zoro, and I don't think Zoro is close to Sanji. I don't think it's close. I really don't think it's close. I mean, not to say that it's a massive gap. Not to say it's a massive gap. All right? I'm not saying, like, you know, Zoro would one-shot Sanji in a fight. I'm not going to say that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. All right? I'm not someone who thinks, like, Jinbei's stronger than Sanji, for example. I think Sanji's stronger than Jinbei. But let's not act like it would actually, it's actually like a race here. It's not. It's not. Sanji, like, being equal to Zoro is like Superman thinking he's as fast as the Flash. Like, yeah, they could have, like, charity races and they could seem close, and that's like the equivalent of their gag when they're fighting. But when it comes down to it, when things are serious, Flash is lapping Superman, dog. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Weird analogy, but if you know, you know. If you know that panel, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It's not close. Just like I think Luffy's clear above Zoro. I mean, with Gear 5th, Luffy is on a whole nother level, man. Like, being able to fight a Yonko, even if he was weakened, right? And he didn't fight him one-on-one. I don't care what no one said. Kaido was not fighting one-on-one with Luffy. He wasn't. Kaido was fighting multiple people over the course of many hours. All strong people, all armament hockey users, some conquerors users. And he was fighting them all pretty much solo. Right? He had Big Meme for a little bit, but she didn't really do too much. But even then, Luffy fucking stood toe to toe with Kaido and took him out. So it's like one of those things where his level above Zoro is Zoro level to Sanji. I think there's a clear gap there. Clear gap. But anyway, this is the discussion for our top 50 stream on the 27th. So I'll get into that when the time comes. You know I'll be defending the boy, Zoro. But I'm gonna be as honest and upfront and as objective as possible. As possible. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much, guys, for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate everyone pulling up. A lot of support today. Really means a lot. I'll be sure to catch you next week for our next live reaction. I'm very excited. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. You know, all that good stuff. Thank you once again to everyone who donated and subscribed to the Twitch. Don in particular went crazy today, man. Appreciate you, Don. You're a good man, sir. You're a good dude. And Pudding, of course, always supporting the stream. So thank you, guys. I'll catch you next time. Have a safe and wonderful Friday.